All right. It's my poor man's Matthew McConaughey. What's up, guys? I hope everybody's doing awesome today. My eye really itches right now. But I hope you guys are having a great one. Today is going to be about how you can, how I will, and how we will all survive this upcoming recession. It's going to be a good one. It might be a little bit long. I'm going to try to go through things quick. But I do want to make sure that I'm getting every detail in. So, bear with me. This is going to be good for both of us. So let's get going. I know I probably left you a little freaked out last time. But I promise you after today, you are going to feel a whole lot better about this. And you'll be telling yourself, I got this, we got this, we're good to go. Real quick, I just want to remind you guys again that Prime Day is coming up July 12th and 13th. I want to help you find good deals on stuff that you've been looking for. So go ahead and drop it down in the comments. Tell me what you're looking for. That way I can get it added to the list. If you missed last video, go check it out. And I'll have it somewhere. It'll be somewhere up here. But go check it out. It was about what a recession is, what causes it, how long it might last. Just based off of history. But go check it out. That way you can kind of understand what's going on a little bit better. But the gist of it is, recession is when the economy is going down a little bit of a hill, and people could potentially lose jobs, stock market goes way down, potential housing market going down, just things like that. It could last anywhere from 2 months to a year and a half. So we'll see where it goes. But now that you're up to speed, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so how can we be ready for a recession, and how can we survive it? Well, step one, if you do not already budget, if you don't have a detailed budget out every month for yourself or every paycheck, now is the time to start. Now is the time to sit down with your spouse, your kids, just whoever you share money with that you live off of. Sit down and make a list, very detailed, I mean down to the dollar. Make a detailed budget just based off of past months. That way you have an idea of how much money you make, and how much of it you spend. And that way you know where every dollar is going. This is super crucial if you want to get through the recession, if you want to be able to survive it, and potentially thrive through it. You need to have a budget in place. Step number 2. So you take that budget that you just made, and down the side of it, by each thing that you spend money on, you write whether it's a need, a want, whatever it is, you write it down. I do mine. I do it on Excel, but I do life, death. Things that I could live without get life, and then things that I can't live without are death. So that is what I do. It helps me be able to pick out things that if I need to increase the amount of money that I have available, things that I can cut out to make it available. And then it helps me know what I absolutely cannot cut out. You will be extremely surprised when you go through and label those. And then I want you to go ahead and take all your needs, add it up, get a total, and take your wants, add it up, and get a total. You'll be surprised at how much money, extra money, you could have for other things when you start to eliminate some of those wants. Alright, step 3. Once you have determined what things you can cut out, you gotta cut some of them out. You need to create that extra cushion in your budget, and you're gonna take that money that you've created, and if you don't already have an emergency fund set up, like a savings account, just something where you can put your cash, that way it's an emergency. I mean, this is an emergency use only. Working at the bank, you see some pretty pretty crazy stuff. There's people that'll come in and they'll set up savings accounts for their kids in their kids' names, and they will operate out of those savings accounts. It kind of defeats the purpose. I mean, I get it. Money can be tight. I don't know. A lot of it's discipline. If you're going to start a savings account for your kid, make it just a savings account. Just put money in. Don't take money out. Or it'll defeat the purpose. Same thing with an emergency fund. If you put money into it, but you're always taking that money back out, it's not an emergency fund. It's it's just another bank account. So, create an emergency fund and discipline yourself to where you do not touch that money unless it is an absolute emergency. I mean, it has to be dire straits for you to touch that money. Because then, after the recession, yeah, you want to leave some of that money in there for emergencies, but you can pull some of it out. And you don't go blow it, you go invest that money. I'm telling you, investing, if you want to create a life of freedom, investing is how you do it. Step number 4 is debt. Oh, it's our favorite word as Americans, because our government is, last time I checked it was it's been a while since I've checked, but last time I checked it was $17 trillion in debt. Yeah, as Americans, we like the word debt. It can be good debt, bad debt, whatever. There is a difference. You can use debt to your advantage, and I'll talk about that at some point. In this instance, though, I'm talking primarily about bad debt. Credit cards, believe it or not, car loans are considered bad debt. Just any type of loan or credit that's going towards something that's not an asset. And yes, your car is not really an asset. You need to get rid of it and get rid of it quick. That's another thing that you can eliminate out of that budget, that it's necessary but unnecessary at the same time. You can get rid of that debt. That's extra money that you're not having to pay on a credit card bill every month. My favorite way to do this is it's called the debt snowball. I'm sure you have heard of it, but if you haven't, what it is, say you've got 4 different accounts of debt. You line them up from most amount of debt to least amount. So you pay just above the minimum on those 3 highest debts, and then everything else that you have set aside for those debts, you put towards that smallest debt until it's paid off. And then you do the same thing with the next highest one, same thing with the next, and then same thing with the next. And then once you've got that, you are out of debt. But do not get into more. That's a big thing. I struggled with this. I would pay off all my credit cards, and then I'd turn right around, and I'd be back in the hole again. I'm like, it was just a never-ending cycle. It definitely took a lot of discipline. It's funny because I used to, I didn't really trust myself with a credit card. I would max it out and have to pay it off. Now I primarily use my credit card, but use them responsibly. I use them to pay for things like gas, groceries, and then turn right around and pay them off. Because a lot of the cards, they give you cash back for stuff. It's free money. It's free money if you use it right. Step number 5 is side hustles. I know some of you have seen my video before about side hustles. If you haven't, go check it out. But having a side job that you can do, especially if it's a hobby that you've monetized, it's great. It's another form of income that you've created that you enjoy doing. So if you haven't figured out a way to monetize a hobby or have a side hustle, find one. There are tons out there. One of the easiest is online digital marketing. I guess you could just call it digital marketing. But I have a course down in the description below that you can get. Just click on the link and it'll take you to it. It is $7. That's less than a couple gallons of gas. But $7, you can learn literally everything you need to start a digital marketing agency. Now, you don't have to do an agency. You could just do it on the side. You can be an affiliate marketer, whatever. But it is such an easy side hustle to get into, and very little money to do it. So go check that out in the description below. I do get a little bit from it, but it's not much. I mean, it's $7. You can't make a ton off of it. But go check it out. It's a really awesome program. I loved it. It helped me start my journey, and it's helping me grow as a person, grow as a business. So definitely go check it out. Step number 6 is just, it's pretty simple. Learn. 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 You're going to have time because you're going to be cutting things out of your budget, so you're not going to be going out as much. You'll have time to learn new things, new skills, just different things. But learn. Use this time to learn. Don't just sit on the couch and watch Friends. Learn. Great free resource. You guessed it, YouTube. It doesn't have to be me, but there are plenty. Like everything you could imagine, you can learn it on YouTube. That is why people like to call it YouTube University, because you can literally learn anything on YouTube. So definitely learn a new skill or a few skills during this time. Make yourself a better human being, a better employee, and just grow as a person during this time. Step number 7 is have a backup plan. Have your plan A, which is just your initial plan, but have a plan B, plan C, plan D. Be like, if I lose my job, this is how we're going to be able to survive this. If our 401k loses tons of money, here's how we're going to be able to still retire. Things like that. I talk to whoever you're going to go through this with, and figure out your backup plans. Finally, step number 8. It's a tough one. Do not panic. Don't panic. That is the worst thing you can do. Just the other day, I was talking to some people, and I mean, they're getting close to retirement age, but they've lost tons of money on their 401k, and they decided to pull it all out. I get it. You don't want to lose all that money that you worked for, but guess what? You pull it out now, you lost tons of money already, and you're going to lose even more because the government has to take their gift from it. I say gift. That's why I hate 401ks, because the government likes to get their hands on your money. But, so, don't freak out. That is the absolute worst thing you do. I know it's easier said than done, but like last video, let's go ahead and take some deep breaths. See, don't panic. Just don't. I know it's hard, but if you need somebody to talk to help you through this, contact me. I will help you not panic. But so, those are the 8 steps to survive a recession. I hope you guys found it super useful. I hope you'll be able to apply those tools, those steps to your life. That way we can all get through this together. So now that you know how to survive, know what you need to do to survive, next video we're going to talk about how you can actually thrive. Not just survive, but you can thrive during a recession, and how you can come out ahead of the game. So definitely be looking out for the next video. Stick around for it. It's going to be great. And some of the most successful people were made from a recession. So keep that in mind. But that being said, go ahead, if you like this video, go ahead and like it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you don't miss any of this awesome content ahead. Share it with your friends. Check out the products down below. And don't forget, Prime Day is July 12th and 13th. Let me know what you want to see. But other than that, I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you guys later.